at the end of the day, that's really all you can do, is just do your best.
I just want to make sure that I'm doing my best to maximize my capabilities and that I'm not letting the team down.
I know for me, it doesn't really affect me that much if I know someone else is faster than me. I just know that if I do the stuff that I do right, I'll do well.
If you as a driver and if the entire team, puts in everything, does their best, I mean, it's going to be a good result, right? No matter what, that's just how it works, right?
If I go to my engineer and I'm complaining about, oh, I want the car to do this, or I think the car's doing this, well, I make sure I'm on my A game and I'm 100% so that there's nothing to fall back on except, okay, this is what needs to change. Or if I am messing up, then it's all on me.
Yes, there are some things that happen out of your control, but, everything happens for a reason. God has a plan for all of us. So it's just, just try your best, do your best.
Winning this championship is crucial for everyone's advancement to the next level in racing, There's only one first place prize. So I think everyone, especially if they feel like they've missed an opportunity or haven't maximized the result, is feeling a little bit miffed. And everyone that's at the front thinks they're the best, which is what you need to have. So I think anytime you fall short of that, it's definitely disappointing.
So, I've been feeling I've been having to win for a long time. I had to win everything there is to win to feel satisfied, and I still have that fire and that hunger. There's nothing that's gonna stop this fire inside me.
We're in a society that everything is now. I mean, it's certainly different from my age, or other drivers' age. It's that, you have a program, you have a plan. I think everything today, maybe because it's the internet or your phone or what have you, and everything is instantaneous. There again, I'm pushing a championship. It's a season. I notice from when they walk in on race 1 to where they are in the middle of the season to the end of the season, two things happen. Yes, they're becoming more successful on the track, but the confidence level, them in the person, just how they're walking, they're straight up, their shoulders are back, and they come and communicate with you at the very beginning of the season. They're a little quiet, a little shy, understand that. Halfway through the season, they come maybe with some more questions. And at the end of the season, they're walking because they've done well and they've grown as a race car driver, and they've also grown as a person.
I have the privilege to be racing here, in the USA, that for a Chilean guy or Latin guy, it's mind-blowing. There is so much that you can get from it, like being more open to people, because where you are like a normal kid, I would say, you just talked like to the school guys, family and the friends of your friends. But here you go to another country, don't know anyone, and trying to make relationships, it's building you also like a person, but yeah, it gives you a lot of lessons. Like the beautiful thing of the sport is like when you win, it's a feeling so unique because you have been passing through like a lot of things, like mechanical failures, millions of hours on flights, a lot of effort and sacrificing all just to be here and on the top places of an American championship.
Racing is their life, and it starts very early, obviously, as go-karters, but they idolize their local heroes, but they also idolize international heroes as well. And so that's kind of what brings them into the fold of, hey, you can win anywhere. So, go get it done.
Clemente Huerta is a returning driver in the number 17. He finished 4th in the championship a year ago. He's a 17-year-old out of Santiago, Chile.
And in my case, if I don't get sponsors this year, probably I'm not gonna race anymore, And in Chile it's really difficult because companies they aren't as supportive as, I don't know, the US, because I see the companies in many places, you know, and they are like competitions of everything, so everything has a sponsor, and that's why the Americans are successful, you know. I just love it, and I just can't imagine like doing a living out of anything else that it isn't like racing. Yeah, racing has been my life since I was like 5 years, so I really don't remember. I don't have a like how do you say, a memory of me like not racing.
¿Te gustó? ¿Sí? Bien, ¿ah? Wow, nice. Wow, nice.
Pero en esa que venís saliendo una curva y al tiro viene otra, esas típicas que no. Pero de la nave encontraba hueones como justo en la zona rápida. Y ahí como que... Y si ya
Lo que pasa es que en la que saliste, yo pensé que te iba a mantener adelante de los F4, de los juniors. Cuando saliste de box, venían justo dos F4 fuertes.
Ah, claro, po.
Yo pensé que iba a alcanzar a salir adelante de ellos.
Pero salí atrás.
If you don't live it, you're not gonna really understand it. So I incentive people so they can sponsor me, so I can keep up racing. Yeah, I'm sacrificing everything. Like now I should be like studying like many 17-year-old, you know. But I'm here on Road America racing, and I'm proud of it. But yeah, it's complicated. Like in my case, it's difficult to describe. Maybe my classmates can describe it a little bit because they see me like stressing on class and racing. They see my racing and say like, how do you do it? Do you live like two lives in one?
Está bueno porque si te permite ir sacando cargas, es que nos estamos acercando al setup del otro. Porque el otro, el de crossing, de cagado mío, que el otro se le va moviendo y por eso le está metiendo carga.
Claro, y por eso, entonces el setup, todo lo que no es carga está malo, pues por algo tiene full carga y la weá, claro, yo lo veía en el curbón. Pero yo lo veía en el curbón y el loco así,
claro,
bailando y cualquier momento sea.
I don't know, like you grow so much mentally, like from crashes, from losses, you know, from like, why did I risk it? It was like first lap, you know. We still have 30 minutes more. So you need to build patience, build confidence, also like trust physics and being mature. Like, I don't know, it's a lot of things, you know, but I think it builds you really good as a person. Like, keep going, basically.
Clemente's had a mixed season. I think his best finish has been a 5th so far. But he's got talent to show up higher on the grid for sure. We saw that last season. So, you know, I think he's going to figure it out. But it's not been a great start to the season for Clemente. But he's got the right attitude, and he's certainly got the skill.
Now, me and Nola, like, no probabilities to be on the podium. So yeah, there are some moments that are terrible. Last year, in the last, I don't know, Canada and Virginia were awful, you know, worst days of my life. But then you learn from it and build, and you get like really mature. I always try to keep a smile, you know. I'm really relaxed guy, you know. I can make friends with like everyone, you know. I'm really friendly, but yeah, on track I'm tough.
Come on, baby.
One day you can be top 1 on the world, and the next day
Clemente Huerta's car did not fire. They were just pushing him off of the false grid, and they're trying to get that car bump started right now. They're right in front of us. So Huerta not able to fire the car for the number 17 machine.
He will have to start from the back. That's the regulation. If he falls out of order on the formation lap, he is required to fall to the back.
We had a mechanical failure, and obviously for me, every race, every time I go out on the track, it's really important to like make noise on my country and everything. Like one bad race really like me up. I don't know how to say it. The clutch didn't gave it, you know, so I couldn't start. It was stuck. So yeah, all my team trying to push the car and me putting first while accelerating and trying to get out, you know, it's difficult. I started last and finished fifth. I made a good race, you know, but I put all my effort on 100%, but if we didn't have that, I probably would be on the podium, you know. So that's the difference from being third or second or first to being fourth or fifth. The points and everything. It's not just the podium and everything, it's the points.
First win.
Yeah.
Your dad's wearing a jacket, and you're wearing that jacket right now.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I forgot I was 5 years old, I didn't even remember. Yeah, coincidence, I think, because we were just talking about my racing life, and I just appeared with the jacket that now it has some signatures. One is from Romampera from the Rally World Championship. The others, I don't know who the others was, but yeah, and good quality, you know. The thing that I wanted to do and I'm doing, so I can't complain about it, you know. I love it, and I wouldn't change it for anything, you know.
I keep on saying to the team this weekend, especially, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a very long season, even though in times it might feel very short, but it's a long season.
Yeah, that's pole position. I'm quite happy with the lap. Little more in it on my side, but yeah, the car was dialed in. Well done.
I'm Zach Faree. I'm driving for Kiwi Motorsport in the number 15 car, and I am from Johannesburg, South Africa. Definitely sets up a good tone, a good rhythm for the rest of the season, and it shows people and competitors that, hey, this guy's fast. He can do it over one lap, and I think it's all good and well having pole position, but the points are only really awarded on race days. So it's nice. It's a nice to have, but I think what every driver will do, they want to get points. They want to maximize every opportunity they can when they get in the car, and that's what I want to do. You have to push yourself. You have to push the car. You have to push past that fear factor, past what you think you can do for sure. Last night it was replaying the race through and through and through, where I made that mistake in race 1 on the restart, how I lost the lead there. Race 2, it was, I think if we didn't have that safety car with the big crash, we would have been there. And then, yeah, obviously tonight, when you get on the plane and you get to bed tonight, you're going to think, oh, what could have I done differently? It's my whole life revolves around it. I wouldn't want it to revolve around anything else, if I'm honest. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it sucks listening to your teammate when he wins all 3 races and you end up second. It's a 21-point deficit already.
Yeah, it's insane.
But I'm still happy. Like if you were to tell me, I said it today in the interviews, if you were to tell me that I'll be on a podium every race on the weekend, I'd say you're lying. So it shows the hard work that we put, but yeah, we just have to find that extra little bit to win the races now.
But the sport is full of disappointments, but it's also full of some great highs. And the kids, need to learn the highs sometimes are, if not few and far between, they're not continuous. And so the kids need to learn that you got to take what you get. You got to take what's available.
And I just see the want in their eyes. They want it so bad and want to be so good at what they do. If they're not winning, they're losing kind of attitude. And, if I could give them some advice, it'd be don't be so hard on yourself. Accept that podium. Be thrilled that you made a podium. You didn't win, it wasn't your time, but just soak it all in. And so when you do make it to that top step, it really becomes special.
Like, I'm happy, but I'm also like, I want to win. I want to do better.
Celebrate the guy who wins, shake their hand, pat him on the back, let them know that you're going to come get them next time.
Well done. Thank you.
And so the kids need to learn to build on that disappointment, to take that disappointment and turn that into motivation for the next race, the next time they get into the race car.
It's been a long time since I've had that feeling. I haven't won a race in a car yet. So I want to get that feeling back. I've won in karts, but never in a car. And this weekend we were that close.
My name is Evagores Papasavas. This year, I'm driving the number 71 Formula Regional car with Crosslink Motorsports.
Evagores Papasavas now goes to the top of the order in the number 71. Evagores out of Loveland, Ohio for Crosslink Motorsports, making his debut with us here this weekend.
Racing to me, it's my entire life. It's everything I've ever dreamed of. It's all I ever think of. All the time. It's just such a part of me.
He's got gobs of talent. And, he's an Ohio kid. I'm an Ohio guy. So, when I saw him on the podium, I did OH, he did IO. I mean, that's the standard thing for us Ohio people. But, Evagores has proven that he's got the skill, but this is a different race car than he's used to.
Getting here to this seat has been quite a journey. My last race was in July, so it's been a while since I've been in a car.
Keikai fading off to the right just a bit, trying to make that car as wide as possible. He's going to have to choose his line, though, as Papasavas is going to go alongside. Keikai guards the inside line. Papasavas goes for the over-under, but can't close the deal as they come into turn number 2.
It was a lot of new things, or I wouldn't say new, but a lot of things to get adapted to again. Just racing wheel to wheel with other cars.
He's got to learn what his eccentricities are. What does the car like? How does it like to be driven?
Because I've been dealing with that since testing yesterday, but I told him about it, but I didn't want to do anything because I didn't want it to ruin everything else.
As they head into the S's, Wolf a little squirrely as he hits the curb. 8, 9, now 10. Papasavas is right there as they come into 13. Papasavas down to the inside and makes it stick. Papasavas retakes third spot. Look at somebody from the ancient history like Mario Andretti and AJ Foyt. They could win in anything. Jim Clark, one of my racing heroes, would race a Formula One car and then jump in a Lotus Cortina sedan and go and win in that. So the one of the things the drivers learn is, how do I make this car go fast? What can I do to adjust my driving style to make this car go fast?
I've never done a standing start, ever. And it actually ended up being pretty good, but I saw that the yellows came up with a car that stalled in front of me, so I got on the brakes, and then like a couple cars went around me, so I lost some positions there. But I mean, after the red flag and after the yellow, once you get going again, you know, the same thing like I said, you just got to keep focusing on yourself and keep focusing on just one by one, step by step. You learn that not everything is going to go your way, and there's other factors that you can't control. And I mean, there is no such thing as a perfect race or a perfect season, or even there's no such, you probably heard this before, there's no such thing as a perfect lap, right? There's always something to improve on, something to do better with. So it's just like, I mean, it's part of the sport. You have to accept it. And yes, that happened, but dwelling on it, and this goes with like all negative things in life, dwelling on it for too long, it doesn't solve anything, right? So, you know, for example, after that race, that 6th place result on track, which I think ended up being 4th after some penalties, but it wasn't what I wanted, especially starting from pole. But yeah, it didn't go my way, so the best thing I can do is just look forward and keep pushing and make sure that the next thing I do is the best that I can do. And then we went out and we went from 6th to 1st and we won the race.
Come on!
Nice. Come on! I mean, with 2 laps left, it came to a point where you have to think about the championship in mind, and you know, I was just thinking about getting the P2 and getting the 2nd place points was going to be good. I mean, I'm just super happy going from 6th to 1st, made some moves early, and yeah, just put myself in the right place. Arguably, in my opinion, this is more of a marathon, more of a challenge than like proper Indy Next weekends and IndyCar weekends, just because we get so much more track time because it's a junior level, so more learning opportunities. I mean, yeah, we get the whole test day on Thursday, practice qualifying on Friday, 2 races Saturday, and then a race Sunday. So, I mean, it's a lot of driving, and I mean, it's the way that I like it, you know, more opportunity to get in the car. But yeah, it really is a marathon. I mean, by race 3, everyone's kind of just holding on, you know, just wants to get to the checkered flag. I mean, the car, the tires, even the drivers too. Some of the drivers are really holding on.
You know, the cool thing about our Racing America series and all 3 categories that we have, the JFC, the F4, and the FR, is that 3 races per weekend. A couple of races that we only have 2 per weekend, but on 3, because we're a training series. You know, even in the FR, we're still a training series. A lot of young drivers that come in and move on, like Kyle Kirkwood, you know, then went on to Indy Lights, Indy Next, and now in Indy Cars and winning over there. It's still a training series for us, so the more track time that we can give them, I think it's tremendous. And whether we have 1 or 2 races on Saturday and then 1 on Sunday or vice versa, they get to go home on Saturday night and just sort of think about what they've done.
Going into this weekend, I wanted to win, for sure. But now that I got that first win, I want to do it again, and that's what I want to do in race 3.
Cooper Shipman behind Papasavas, and Papasavas late on the brakes into turn 3. He's going to try to go around the outside. Kekai forcing him a little wide, and that's going to open the door for Shipman.
Once I got the gap, I was just trying to take care of the tires, but man, those last few laps are scary.
Moving up 1 spot to Papasavas as he gives chase to the 3rd place runner, Barrett Wolf. Papasavas coming off a win in race number 2 yesterday afternoon. Looking to be on the podium one more time here in race number 3.
So Evagoras, nice job. Another podium here at NOLA. How was it for you out there?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Podium result is always good. But yeah, I mean, you know, these tires that we were on were very, very old, the race 3 tires. So it was all about just managing tires. And, you know, it came to a point where you just have to accept, you know, a podium result. P3, especially when the gap's too big. But yeah, so, you know, once I got myself into P3, I was just kind of focused on taking care of the tires. First of all, I was, you know, a little sense of relief, just that I finished on the podium, especially because, you know, like I said, this is my first race weekend back in a car, and really my first weekend in a car since July, so it's been a while.
Not a lot of people or kids have the opportunity to get into a race car, and I know quite a few of them, and no, very, very lucky and in a very fortunate position for sure to be driving and racing in a car. Back home, it's something special. It's very different. It's definitely not all the cameras and everything. It's more grassroots racing for sure, but a lot of talent. We have a lot of good international drivers now come from South Africa, But no, racing in South Africa, you can't replace it. It's something special. I remember I was growing up at the racetrack with him. My uncle and aunt will pick me up Friday afternoon from school. We'll go and spend Saturday night, Friday night, taking out engines, waking up early, going to the racetrack since I was, 5 years old. So always been there and always wanted to get in a car and wanted to be like my uncle in a way, wanted to race cars. And now I'm doing that, but not in South Africa, but internationally, which is really, really cool. Today is currently Sunday the 10th of May, 1 week to Road America. Hopefully everything's good. We got suits, the white suit, the black suit, some stickers that we have to put on the car, and then over here we've got Hans device, fireproofs, boots, and then some ear protectors for the family and friends that are coming to visit us this week. Just finished up with the helmet, prepping the helmet, cleaning it, doing a little bit of drawing Road America 14th to the 17th, and then a little message to say long way to go, and then 2 very bad flowers that I drew. Last final walk with the dogs, and then yeah, pretty much packed everything. Just gonna do a little bit of sim prep, and then yeah, try and get as much sleep as possible.
3:30, and we have to leave in the next 10 minutes to get to the airport in time. So yeah, early start, but should be a good day, hopefully.
On our way to the airport, mom and dad in the front seats, running in the back, and yeah, luckily not a long drive to the airport. Just gone past 4 a.m, so not too bad yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be landing shortly. Please fasten and adjust your seatbelts.
Alright, so landed, got through TSA, which was horrible, got the rental car, and now on the way to the hotel in Wisconsin. Everywhere that we've been to, they have their summer clothing out, and it's only like 8 degrees Celsius. This is like middle of winter, freezing for me.
I told him to pack warm clothes.
I was told to pack warm clothes, but I did to an extent, and that extent was hoodies. That's about it. So I'm cold. I'm hoping we can try and find a puffer jacket or something. Day done. It's been, how long has it been, Mom? Like 30 hours almost of travel?
No, 24 now because it's not
24, 25 hours of travel in the hotel bed now. Just finished up schoolwork and watching episode 1 of the documentary, and yeah, trying now get some sleep, try and sleep the jet lag off.
I remember last year, my first time here, it was like a big reality check, I guess you could say. I don't really think there's another track in our schedule or in the United States that has high-speed corners like this. I mean, Kink's 120 mile an hour flat-out corner. The carousel for us is a flat-out full corner. Turn 1 is very high speed and it's bumpy on the exit. It's just the nature of the track. There's not really another track like that here in the United States. I'm a big-time sim racer. I'm a sim driver for Williams Formula 1 team, so I do practice a lot on the sim, and it's nothing like it until you actually drive the track in real life.
Hey guys, we're here at the Sim Racing Expo. It's the first ever one in the United States.
I love the way we go, to different tracks, because it's always something new that we get to learn, It's something that helps us throughout our careers, and,
have experience for our future, you know, championships or series we do. The more laps you have, the better, right? It's like it's this perfect balance right now. Now we just have to find that with a lot less downforce. I think it's just getting the experience. The way I'm able to get my experience is on the sim.
I need to, like, when I turn, I need to feel that rear get stuck, you know?
That's where I've learned, honestly, most of what I've been taught. I've taught myself, and it's been on the sim.
You could go more. Got it. You're feeling the transition between. Yep. Okay. Yeah, give me more. Got it. Yeah, more.
He's one of the top-rated sim racers in the world.
Sim racing scene, I'm probably one of the youngest ones. I know I was the youngest ever to hit 10,000 iRating, the youngest to hit 11,000 iRating, and the youngest to hit 12,000 iRating. I'm ranked #1 in the country and 3rd in the whole world.
So he is really the real deal.
You know, they send me a team kit, everything, you know. I'm racing for them. I'm racing for the Formula One esports team.
You think, well, that doesn't immediately translate, but in his case, it has. He's you know, spent so much time on the sim at all of the tracks that we go to.
I mean, you could sit there and drive 8 hours straight if you want. That's what I do. You start to learn these little muscle memory tricks, and you apply the same thing in the car. Feeling how the car is gonna get loose on you. All these little movements, I've learned that on the sim. I think it's just a way of adapting, you know, from instead of your hands to the butt. It doesn't take long to adapt. You know, it's just a couple laps, honestly, and you start to feel, yeah, okay, you know, I can feel the car moving this way, that way, but I remember my first time in a car, it honestly just took like a session or two, because it's just still the same thing, you know, you're feeling the same thing. The only thing that I would get used to is just the braking and the speed difference, you know, and the G-forces, of course. I wasn't expecting to get away, not at all, especially with the qualifying, it was pretty close. Didn't get too good of a start. At that point, it's like I knew she wasn't defending. I saw she wouldn't defend because I think she was thinking the same thing that I was. So it was just going to be, you know, every straight just swapping over, because obviously no one's going to get away.
So drafting is really more of a factor for the lower downforce cars than for the higher downforce cars. The reason is, with a high downforce car, if you follow closely, you don't have any air on your front wing because of the disturbed air coming off the leading car. So the first generation F4 cars that we run in the Ligier Junior Formula Championship have the least downforce, so there's the least amount of that disturbed air to contend with.
I mean, it's fun when you're behind somebody drafting them, but it's not fun when you're leading a race and then you see people slowly catch up to you on the straightaways. So I always say it's kind of luck of the draw here because it is kind of a drafting race here. Since the straightaways are so long and there's so many of them, the draft is super, super big here. So yesterday was the first true race that I was developing my racecraft because I was actually running at the front.
It was cold, not much time to warm up the tires. You know, I was just gonna let the tires build in, you know. Didn't want to overdo the tires early on in the race. So I was kind of taking it calm, just being smart where to put my car. Obviously high speeds, you gotta be smart, you know, where you want to put the car and where you want to make the move. So I was keeping turn 5 as a key point of where to make my move so I could be ahead for most part of the track. And then she would get me like in the front straightaway and then, you know, I would wait and get her right back in the next straightaway into turn 5. So that was basically my strategy. So we kind of did that the whole race.
You could tell that she had trimmed her car out, a little less downforce because she was a rocket ship on the front straightaway.
I've said this a lot. Last year, it was truly just developing, knowing the car, understanding the fundamental basics of it. This year, I want to take that knowledge that we learned from last year and add it with my aggressiveness. Last year, I was really conservative. I was really not nervous, but I really wanted to make sure that the car came home in one piece. So that means backing out of a potential overtake, But this year, I'm gonna pull away straight away from that backing out of a potential pass. If I can take it, I'm gonna try and get it. But yeah, so elbows are out this weekend, and we're making some passes that I wouldn't have made last year.
After the full course yellow, I said, all right, let's turn up the jets and go at our pace. I got a really, really good jump. Yeah, I got her on the outside. I think we both got a little loose, but unfortunately she got turned around herself.
On the restart, single file, accelerated in turn 14, went down to turn 1, and I was a little too aggressive. Going into turn 1, we were side by side, me and Jasir, and I got a little too greedy, and the rear came around and I spun.
One of the Berg guys got me into Canada. Kind of let it happen, just sitting there again, waiting for turn 5. I think I passed him on the outside. It was a pretty good move, and then we stayed in the lead all the way until the finish.
I could have had a podium, I could have had a win, but in racing anything can happen. So I didn't get a podium for race 1. I did get a podium for race 2, which was the race this morning. So I got P3. It's a podium. I'm grateful for it. We brought the car home in one piece.
I had a chance to talk to her mom on the podium prior to the podium celebration, and I told her, tell her to hang in there. She's going to get there. There's no question. She's a real talented young lady, and she's got all the right moves. And I think it's only a matter of time before she's going to be on the top step of that podium.
You'll get him in the next one. You're
I
on
know
pole
I
again
have
anyway.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I know I have the pace to be at P1. It's just me learning for finally how to actually use racecraft. Because this is the one true race that I actually was battling since I never did this last year.
Oh, it was fun to watch.
So,
It was good.
I tried to make it entertaining.
So what happened?
I think a little too low on pressure, but that's just car-wise. I think I just need to... Elbows were out, but I think I just need to put it together on how to have my elbows out while also
still doing good laps.
That's all I really want to do in racing. I want to prove that I can be just as fast as all these guys out here. I'm not some hometown girl who just is a privateer team, I want to prove that I can do this sport too, just as well as anybody else out here.
There's nothing like Road America. It's fast, it's high pace, it's ruthless. One mistake and you could be in the war and your weekend's gone.
Under braking, it's braking straight, but you can feel the rears push a little from the, I think it's the offset. And also the wind, when I looked at the flags in the red flag, T5, the wind's like a direct tailwind, so it's just lifting a bit.
First time being here. The first few laps it was a little intimidating. Some corners are flat. When you're coming around here and you're out lap, you're like, how the hell is this flat?
I got on exit of Canada and the short, my finger slipped and the short shifted. So it's 4 or 5 tenths in.
You get into the flow pretty quickly. It takes you 4 laps to build up the confidence to do all those corners flat, and then from there it's focusing on braking, focusing on carrying speed, but also here it's so crucial to get good exits. Race 1, felt comfortable until I made a mistake. got up to second. Had like a 1.5 second gap to my teammate behind, and then coming to the last corner. Too much angle with the wheel and just got on power and just decided to become a lawnmower. Not really happy about that, and then yeah, after that got hit by another car, and then all the momentum was gone. So I think we could have recovered from the first mistake, but then getting hit, that was like the nail in the coffin. Couldn't get back up to second, and it sucks. I think lost some points in the championship. Where I could have gained some points and closed that deficit, but I didn't, and that's completely on me. The car had the pace to win. It was just me. I feel like every time I'm sitting here, I'm always bummed.
So when you drove my car at Crescent, did you change like the seat or anything like that?
No, we did not.
No? Okay.
That's just how I've always found it, you know, with me. And I mean, everyone's different. But for me, it definitely takes me, you know, I'd say like a session to just kind of get used to everything again.
I feel like I'm pretty far forward in the car. Like more.
Sitting chest forward?
Yeah, like more than I was at NOLA. I don't know if it's just because it's like it's going to take me some time to get used to it again.
Actually, at NOLA, that was like the biggest concern for me, is just being comfortable in the car, like being comfortable in the seat. And then once we got that, then I was feeling right at home and I was able to really start pushing.
It might just be one of those things where it's just like, it's the first session, so you're just like, you're not like, or like, you're not like acclimated to everything, because it's a pretty tight space in there.
It is.
What I don't want to do is I don't want to like start going down a rabbit hole of like trying to figure it out when there's nothing there.
In race 1, I had an issue on the start where my clutch was still engaged for the first like 3 corners.
Not a great start for our pole sitter, Papasavas, as he gets swamped by several drivers.
I basically had no power. I was staying at like 40 miles an hour. I was getting like wheel spin, but I could tell it was wheel spin and not the clutch being engaged, because you know, you feel the vibration like in your hands, in your body, in your butt, and you can feel yourself accelerating. Funny thing, it's actually harder when you know you don't have a fast race car. This weekend, car's been amazing all weekend. So when you have a fast race car, it's like you just gotta relax. You know that the car is capable of doing it. And I just say to myself, just do what you know, right? Just drive the car. And I was able to make my way through the field, just taking them off one by one. After race 1, I was happy because I was able to come back from 8th. And I did not let that mechanical failure like basically write my race. I was able to come back from that and to keep pushing. So I felt good about that, being on the podium, getting good points. But race 2, it was all over the place. You know, in the beginning, the first lap or 2, it was okay. But then we started getting more and more rain. And being on the slick tire, I mean, it was impossible. But going out first, you know, leading the pack, it was a little bit nerve-wracking because you go into the corners being the first one there, so you don't really know what's going to happen. So you kind of just have to guess. But yeah, that's really like the majority of the race, was just trying to just keep the car on track and just, you know, once again, just drive the car. Just focus on what you have, because you have to think about it. Everyone's in the same situation. I was really happy with the result, considering everything that happened. It's my first win at this track. I've never won here before in other series. I've gotten close, but never a win, so it was really good to get a win here. Just kind of show that emotion and just show like what this sport means to me and what winning means to me. Yeah, it was a little bit like the Usain Bolt kind of celebration, and yeah, so I just thought it'd be really cool to do that.
Evagoras has done a lot of winning in a lot of other race series, and you know, he's translated that knowledge into our series, and he's taken to it like a duck to water. He's topped the point standings at this point early in the season.
You know, once again, you get a win, but you also you can't get too ahead of yourself, because you have other races to do, and the season's long from being over.